Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby and today's video is a July update. So we're nearing to the end of July and I feel like lots has happened this month. Lots of growth, lots of new issues. Lots going on, lots more than normal. And as you would have seen, I've increased my collection by 3 plants. I bought 3 new plants from Cowell's. So I'm still underway with making sure that they don't have pests. I'm still skeptical, I'm not 100% sure. So they're still downstairs, but we're just gonna go through some updates of what my plant collection looks like and what's going on with it. So firstly, I'm gonna be showing you this beautiful Hoya. It's a Hoya Morellii. I think this is one of my favourite Hoyas. Where's the leaf? I love it when it's sun-stressed. So this is a sun-stressed leaf. You see how it's like gone really essentially sunburnt. I really like that look. But it's not sun-stressing as easy as it used to. See, this is like it in its normal like form, just green. So it's not amazing. It's like normally it's just all red and I absolutely love it. But I have been looking on it in closer inspection. I was actually just filming the b-roll for my before and afters video, like what my plants looked like 3 or 4 years ago, what they look like now, and I came across a problem. And I've been suffering with this problem with this plant for 2 years, maybe 3 years. But if you can see in here on the stem, just through there, I've got a very bad case of, the word escapes me. I have a very bad case of mealybugs. Yeah, and they kind of, it starts out like, oh, I saw the babies, but look at that. That's like extremely bad. Can you focus? I don't even know if you want to focus because that is not great, but yeah. There's an entire army and I know like oh my god. So that is a really sad update. I need to get some hydrogen peroxide, but you know it's bad when they're on the stem, you know, like that, like when they're in your face, you know it's bad, and they're absolutely everywhere. So it seems to go in the winter. I imagine that they just die down and it just comes back with a vengeance. So that's probably why it's not giving me new growth like it would normally, but that is a sad update that we're going to start with, and it will improve, I promise. Here we are, this is a lot better. So I took my cut here. So this leaf was the last one and it's given me that. I don't need to point, you can see. It's given me the one on the top right and the top left. And although they're not fenestrated or anything spectacular, like the plant started fenestrated, big leaves, it kind of got smaller a little bit. I feel like the leaf sizes are sizing up really nicely. Only problem I've got is it's so close to the top again. So I'm gonna have to let it, I reckon, like these are growing so close together. The internode, you see the spacing, that's like very small. So they're all close together because they've grown so quickly. And these are nicely spaced out. So if that gives me another new leaf, I think I'm at the top again. So I'm gonna cut to here, I think. And let's see if I can find a photo and I'll put it on the screen, but this is how I love this plant the most when it was smaller. So yeah, when it was basically up to here, I thought it looked the nicest, but I'm not complaining. It just kind of looks a bit odd now, I think. It's just got, I don't know, I also don't want to stop it growing because I think if I cut it again, I would just stunt the growth of the main plant so much, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, but I don't know. I'm not sure really. Whereas over here, these leaves are huge. They're so big. And the reason being is because the roots have stuck to the moss pole. So they're so big. And that only hardened off a few days ago, I promise you. And it's already pushing out a new leaf. It's like really, this one was weird. Let's see if I can show you. But it was all really, really, really ruffled here. It's almost like the leaf is too big for it. It was really strange. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. But this side, the leaf, like the leaf difference is so different, like so big. This is so heavy now, it's like leaning over. It's normally a lot further back. So that normally does get the same light. It's actually just the shade at the moment. But yeah, the new leaf up there is like so small at the moment. But yeah, I know it will continue to grow. Like it's just like come out of the plant and it's like the leaves still grow. It just isn't giving me the same size quality leaves as the other one. And I think it's because of that pole it's on. It's on that, that new kind of new to the market, biodegradable, reused potato peel pole, which the leaves, like the roots, sorry, they really like it and they really adhere to it. But I don't think it does anything for the plant. I really don't. I think it's amazing. It's so light as well. It just, I don't know. They're obviously facing the window and then they look really nice from that angle on. So when I'm sat at my desk, I can see that, but I don't know. Something about that I'm not 100% happy with, but we'll move on. Before I move on, whilst we're in this area, this is a new leaf, this tie. It's really lovely. It's part of the plant that I got that had thrip. So it's part of that plant. So I'm really happy it's growing. I think it needs a water. It seems like it's really potentially dry. This is a problem with, yeah, I'm gonna give it a water. And I was being smart. I've put like a little thing up there. It just gets so dusty. So I hate bringing it down all the time. Because obviously this is open, but yeah, put a little dish there so I can just water it in situ. I think that's going to make it just a lot easier. There isn't much of an update with this variegated epiphragm. It just really doesn't look that healthy. It doesn't look happy. A lot of my plants I'm noticing, and this is not something I've ever really struggled with before. Oh, my hair's all over my face. It's so hot here today and I don't know why I'm wearing a jumper. So yeah, anyway, a lot of my plants, this is so ugly, have this thing going on. You see where it's just, the roots are exposed. And I've never ever had to top up a plant from memory. But so many of my plants need a top up of soil, so I do need to go around and do that. But on the other hand, yeah, I still need to diagnose what's wrong with this particular plant. It's just not that happy. And I thought I saw, I think it was mealybugs as well on this one, but I don't think it is, because it would show me like the other plant, you know. But there is something going on. Don't know if it's feed, I don't know. But I'm really, really, really not loving this plant. And I think my problem with this is I move it around so much. So it was in my bathroom, it's getting so much humidity. I don't think it appreciated that. So the light was from one angle, now it's on the back of the house. So the light is from another direction, which I would normally suggest people do that so their plants aren't like all facing one direction, but I feel like this is why I've got this happening. Whereas my beautiful Cebu blue was like this, and then I just put it on top of the fridge, which is in a low lit area, and the leaves are all just coming down really nicely now, and it looks like how I really want it to look. Although I think the new growth is coming in small now, even though it was doing really well. I don't know, I'm not sure. I've got lots of issues at the moment. Yeah, this is it. So it was all like twisted up here, knotty, let's call it knotty. Then it was fine, it was looking really beautiful, like I love this. And then now it kind of looks like it's a bit leggy, you know, when I think there was a leaf there, but it's, oh god, my fingers from the allotment are gross, please don't judge me. But yeah, it's not looking incredible. I'm not sure, because it's been on the fridge since here. So that's, I don't know, I thought like, I've got a light coming from this direction and I've got a light coming from this direction as well. And there's 2 windows there. So it's like low, but okay light, but weird. And the last thing to show you is this tiny, cute little leaf that is on my mega Monstera. It's, yeah, what I said on the tin. It's tiny and cute. The last one was pretty much the same, from the same plant, and then that, yeah, so that has just hardened off and this one's just come out. So it's growing quickly, but I'd rather it take its time and grow like this. But you know me, I'm really good at making plants smaller. But yeah, they love the wood, which is some wood that we had downstairs in our reno, but it's obviously just outgrown it, typically. So yeah, I reckon that will get to a similar size as that, but definitely nothing on its sister leaves, that's for sure. So they are my July updates. Exciting stuff, but also not so great. And I do have some additional stuff I wanted to show you, but I'm going to hold off until August, because I feel like when I show you those in August, it's going to be more substantial than little improvements. But I did have a whole time block for filming a diagnose my plants with me video, because I really need to do that, as we've established. But my son has just been told yesterday he's having surgery in a couple of days, so he's off all next week, and then he's got a 2-week break from nursery, so we're off together for 3 weeks, which is so exciting. But everything I've like booked in, I need to just like reshuffle, and I don't expect to be able to film a video. I mean, we're just getting to the point now where I can kind of sneak away from him. Like, I can put him to sleep at nap time, and then I can kind of come away and then have like half an hour, but that is hit and miss still. But especially as he would have just had surgery, I bet I'm going to be with him every single second of the day, you know, because apparently it's quite a like semi-slow recovery. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to do in terms of filming, but I do need to do that video, so it might be something I film in the evenings when he's in bed, because 1, I need to keep getting my YouTube videos out, but 2, I need to diagnose my plants so they don't die, because that one I showed you, that Hoya, when I saw it very recently, like, it was showing signs of maybe having an issue, but my God, have those, like, those mealybugs really made themselves at home. There's so many, it's concerning. Like, they've grown, like, well, they've spread rather so quickly, so I need to do that. But now I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'll see you next week. I'm just blabbering on, but I'll see you next week or next video, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.